Can I pull this off? It's another one of those special videos where I transform a Transformer figure without looking at the instructions. And who do we have today for our viewing pleasure? None other than Transformer Siege Refraktor. Right. So, I will not be looking at the instructions. You know how that goes? That also includes instructions number 2 and 3, because you gotta have 3 of these figures in order to make the camera mode. But as an added bonus, if you're watching this video at the very end, I'm going to show you off a very special 4th mode that I came up with. As you can see, it's a lovely Cybertronian tank. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, I posted this on Twitter not that long ago from the timing of this recording, so you may have actually seen this before. And you may have not, but now you're looking at it for the first time, and I'm going to show you how I pulled it off. So, let's go ahead and transform these figures back into, you know, personally speaking, their robot mode here, because that's where we're going to take them from the robot mode to their starship mode, or whatever it's called. And we only need one in order to do that, so I'm going to go ahead and do a quick jump cut here, so I can put this back in the robot mode, and we'll go from there. It's a lovely figure, isn't it? Refraktor has plenty of surprises, especially if you have all 3. With that said, again, we only need one in order to do this. So let's go ahead and take him from robot mode to starship mode. First of all, remove his accessories. And remove this as well. There we go. Alright, now we're going to rotate his head. Like so. And then we're going to fold it down back here all the way. Okay. Let's go ahead and fold in his hands all the way. Okay, lift this up so we can rotate the entire waist section, just like that. All right, going good so far. And we'll fold down his feet. We'll come in here and we'll swing out the landing gear, like so. It's supposed to come down all the way, just like that. And then we can rotate at the thigh section until all this lines up down here, especially the landing gear. Go ahead and tab all this in securely right there. Then we can split these apart, so we can take the gun here and we can tab it in the hole at the front of the feet, because there's 2 holes. There's the one in the middle and then there's the one in the front. You want the one in the front. So get that to line up, straighten it out, like so. Alright, next we can open up the chest piece, fold this down, take out this piece here and fold this down. 2 tabs right here at the front, a clear window. It's going to go right into the slots right there, like so. There we go. Next, we're going to fold back down the arms, and then we're going to bring them in like this from the back. Now we're going to find the tab right there and swing that this way. Do the same on this side here, because as you can see, there's a slot right there where that tab's going to go in. That's one. Repeat on this side here. Tab it in like that. Okay, looking good. Alright, now what we can do is we can take this piece here and we can jot it back here like that, so you have that. And then we can take this shield piece and that tab right there where I'm pointing at, right there, that very specific one's gonna go right into that. So let's go ahead and do that to complete the look. And there you have the starship, or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. It looks cool, but it's pretty linear, isn't it? I mean, there really isn't much to this. It's kind of a bland design. I'm making this sound like a video review, even though it's not. Still, it's alright for what it is. Right. So, now that we've got that taken care of, let's go ahead and bring back in the other Refraktor here. And then I need to do a little bit of adjusting to the main body of the main Refraktor that I have here. And I have my reason. So bear with me for 1 second again. 3 Refraktors all set and ready to go. Let's go ahead and make the beautiful camera mode. This ought to be fun because I'm not going to jump cut it unless I run out of battery power. So let's stop talking and let's go ahead and do it. Right, so let's go ahead and remove the guns here. I find it easy to do if you just wiggle and wiggle this off as well. And take this off here. And we'll go ahead and turn him back somewhat into his robot mode. Hold this up like that. There we go. Take this piece here and pop that right in there. There we go. Looks nice. Right, so now with that out of the way, I'm gonna have to return the figure back to robot mode just a little bit here so I can figure out the alignment, because there's a certain specific way that this actually goes. So now that it looks like that, with this angle down and not completely straight up, which you can do, but that means you won't be able to get this in place, let's fold this back. Repeat on this side here. Bring this forward so I can figure out how this works again. Okay, there we go. Fold that back. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. It's nice. All right, so now we can rotate at the thigh section back to this position. And we can clip the legs together. Swing them up. Now here comes the tricky part. Figuring out whether or not you got this lined up correctly, because if you don't, these are not gonna go in. And if you get them lined up right, you should be able to tab it in at the top section like so. And then we can fold this back like that. Then we can take the landing gear and we can swing that forward like that. And we've got a box. A beautiful box. That's one. Now we got two more to go. So let's put him over here so he's out of the way. Right. Once again, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Come on. Don't be a nuisance. Come on. Wiggle. There we go. Wiggle, wiggle. Right. Okay, so let's do the same thing. Hold this up. Hold this up. Untab that. Okay. So we gotta do this, how many times? 2 more? So now that I figured out which way this is supposed to go, I really don't have to fold these back to the front and recreate the arms. I know exactly what position they need to be in. Right, just like that. Okay. Rotate, rotate, clip them together. Just like that. Swing this up, try to get these to fit in here. Like that. Tab them in, fold that down. There we go, box number 2. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hashtag wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. I've done this 2 times now, I really don't have to talk about it. I don't know what I'm humming. If it's something special, YouTube will figure it out. And I'll get a copyright. Right. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Nice. There we go. Hold that down. Box number 3. Right, so we're getting there. Now we take the middle box here, and then we take this box here and rotate this around. Oh, and make sure that the foot is actually tabbed in to one another. And then we shall rotate this one. And then we will line up a peg in a hole and a peg in a hole. And then there should be a top peg in the hole and another peg in the hole. There's 4 peg in the holes. Peg in the hole, peg in the hole. Peg in the hole, peg in the hole. There we go. Kind of reposition this. And here we have this going on here. Nice, nice. Okay, so it's a bigger box now. What we need to do now is take these shield pieces and we need to tab them into one another, depending if you got it the right way. Right, so this is gonna tab in and this is gonna tab in, just like that. And we'll take this top one, and then we shall tap this in. Tap it in, tap it in, tap it in. Tap it in. There we go. And now that we got the front portion of the camera, you know, pretty much the lens, now we need to get it to go into that hole and that hole right there. Easier said than done, but it can be done. Just gotta line it up like so. There we go. Here we've got a camera. It's looking nice, right? So we can take this piece here and we can tap it in right here, even though the instructions don't show it. At least we've got a dial here for like some special features, and then we can flip this up here and we can have the flash for the camera, and you get the idea how this works. It's not in the instructions, but it definitely looks a lot better this way rather than being down. This one here, we can just hide it in the back somewhere. It doesn't really matter, right? Okay, no, actually, what am I thinking? We need this. This is a main piece to the stand. That's right, we've got a tripod with the guns. The guns make a tripod. Now we just gotta line everything up just right here so we can find our set tabs. Tap them in right there, right here. And then we're gonna do that one more time with this gun. Tap it in, tap it in, tap it in, tap it in. There we go. And now we can take this piece here, and these can jot up right up in there, like so. That's what she said. Okay, now we've got that peg. That's gonna be the connection piece for that hole right there. So let's fit it in that said hole. That's what she said again. Right, and there's our camera. Right, the camera with its tripod. Looks kind of crooked. There we go. And there you have it. It's beautiful, isn't it? That's nice. Very cool. Makes me want that exclusive one that's the decked out Generation 1 colors with some new parts to make it look more like the G1 camera and the other characters, which I forget their names, from Refraktor, which is what he used to be called. And now that you actually went through that madness, what do you say I give you guys the special treatment here and I showcase my custom designed tank mode, a fourth mode for these three figures. Let's go ahead and take all this apart now, because every single piece has a specific place here. So there's the guns, there's that piece. We'll go ahead and take this one off here. All right, and we're gonna take off the front lens like that and separate them again, like so. And we can take this off. There we go. Hold this back down. And here's our box again. We'll separate into three boxes. Three's better than one. There we go. There's our three boxes. Alright, so in order for this to work, I have to take two of them back into Starship mode. And I'm going to keep calling it a Starship because I don't know what it actually is. Now that we got the two sides of the tank ready to go, let's talk about this box here, the middle one. My main refractor. And there's a reason why he's my main refractor. We'll untab all this again. And we'll swing this back once it untabs. It's a very tight connection, very tight. Fold down the feet. Fold down the landing gear. And then what we can do now is fold this up. And open this up and bring that down. Then we were going to take this window here and fold that down like so. And then we will take the arms and bring them out so we can actually get to the head here. And we're only going to bring it out 90 degrees like that. Now that that's done, fold them back. Fold them back. Swing this around. Swing this around on the bicep. Make sure they're lined up correctly, otherwise it's going to look awkward. You want like a T-shaped formation here. Kind of looks like that top portion of a Star Destroyer. Right? Kinda, sorta, right? Anyway, that's pretty much that. Let's go ahead and complete the look here by putting this in right here. And then we shall take this gun here and tap it in right here. So we got a, you know, like a turret for a tank. is supposed to go in. It won't cooperate. Hopefully this isn't the handle with the extra flashing on it. No, it's in there. Alright, so now that we got that, we can take the shield here, and we can tab it in on this side here, and I will get that in a minute, okay? It happens to pop off very easily because, again, this is not an official mode. It is a creation of my own design. And I know what you're thinking, why don't you put it in this hole here? Because it doesn't fit. The peg is too small, doesn't fit, so it has to go right here, in this specific spot. So don't touch it! Don't touch it. Leave it where it is. Alright, now that this is all put together and ready to go, we got this peg right here. It's gonna go right in here, and this groove, or this peg right here, is going to groove right there. This is a little funky the way I said it, but yeah, it goes like that. And then we can take this side here, and we can, once again, well, you gotta have this straight, otherwise it won't work. Alright, so now let's find that hole. Find that hole, she said. Find it. You go hunting, you find that hole. Right, something doesn't look right. You've noticed that one side looks a lot more flush to the middle than the other side, and that's because I had to misalign just a little bit. And there we go. That is my beautiful custom tank mode for all three of these guys. And it's a Cybertronian tank, in my opinion. This looks great. How come Hasbro couldn't figure this out? I mean, look at this. Look how simplistic it was. So easy to do. And yes, it is very stable. This piece, not so much. This entire thing, except for this, because, you know, there's nowhere for it to actually tab in. It would have been nice if there was something down there for this to actually push in just a little bit more, but hey, it does hold very securely. See? A hovering tank. Lovely. And if you guys want to see a size comparisons here, because I'm probably not going to do a video review on Refraktor anyway, here's Optimus Prime from the Siege line. Oh, there he is. We're going to bring in Autobot Springer here from my previous Can I Pull It Off video. It's a pretty big tank. One more for comparisons. Here's Starscream. So you can see, not even a Tetrajet is the power size of this monstrosity here. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So you got your weapons at the front. You've also got this one here that does turn. As you can see, it moves. And then you got some engines in the back. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this, because I had a lot of fun with this, as you can obviously tell. With that said, though, again, I'm not so sure if I'm going to do a Refraktor video review, because this was kind of like that, even though I didn't go through the details of the robot mode or the articulation and vice versa. With that said here, that's going to wrap it up. So, did I pull it off? I think so, even though I feel like I'm completely crazy. Right, with that said, this is your unprofessional toy reviewer, Red's Power, signing off and saying thank you very much for watching this, and I will see you whenever you see me, and enjoy this lovely treat.